National Master William Pascal with the Ponda Master Duras, aka Asterbait. What's up, man? Perfect game yesterday. No inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders. Congratulations. Whew, I had a really beautiful mate a couple days ago. Thought of you. I didn't see it. It was made with the two bishops, queen sacrifice. I thought Asterbait would have seen this, you know. The brilliancy. They call him the brilliancy magnet. What's up, man? Welcome, everybody. We're doing Weird Wednesday, unusual openings. Blitz and rapid chess here on lichess, casual. 5-3 through 7+3. Slow chess. That really helps prepare me for the 3-2 arenas. I'm like the sloth. Where's my sloth? Alright. Let's see. Arena tournaments. Create a game. Create a warm-up game. Lobby. This lobby doesn't have a bar. What kind of lobby doesn't have a bar? Social distancing. 5+0. 2100s. Chess 960. My favorite. Where's Troll on a Roll? Slow. I'm extremely slow. Mr. Coffee, good to see you. Did you get a day off? Just up early. 07. Let's try that time control. 5+5. Let's play this. 5+5 warm-up game against a rando. Ella Fitzgerald. Okay. Weird Openings Wednesday. Remember the theme. Stay with the theme. Bring it with Knight H6. This is a little extreme. Not really a sound opening, but it's my pet opening, so I'm allowed to have my one fun, bizarre opening without making the shambles out of the opening stream. I don't know if anyone's ever played Bishop D3 against me before. Certainly not a refutation of this, of the 3 a.m. defense. We need to destroy his center. Fundamentally, why we're here. The Siciliano. White's better. You can't equalize here easily. A totally new variation. Your blitz, click go. Whatever that is. Get up your blitz rating. I don't understand the rating system. Don't pretend to. But I know that my mouse is acting weird. Like something is... I noticed it yesterday. Something's messing with it. Maybe it's the mouse pad. Am I the only person in the world that has a mouse pad? Still? If I try it on the table, it actually seems a little better. My mouse pad has some uneven surface to it. Man, I mean, I don't know that White could play any better here, principally. Sort of more aggressive attempts at refutation. It's an interesting concept, more accurate than ALO system. I don't really know what that means. So now, I normally talk about avoiding exchanges We have less space. I mean, accepting exchanges. Winning exchanges when you have more space. I have less space. Sorry, still early morning here. But this tactical need... Maybe I should have just exchanged on e3 after all that. I mean, that's how the game against Cormoran went wrong for him yesterday, when he doesn't exchange pieces in a slightly cramped position, I thought. Now I'm doing the same thing that he did, essentially. Better predictability. Mr. Coffee, good we have someone who can present mathematical concepts to me in a digestible way. I'm very glad you're here. I stopped studying math around 1994, 1993, I think. Bishop c2. So we kind of got out of this Grunfeld-like position. All the pieces on the board, though, except for one pawn. The chess 960. Troll isn't here. He's been here every Wednesday, religiously. I think he just likes making me play chess 960 on the days when I'm supposed to be playing unusual chess openings. Like, he knows I don't like that. Because chess 960 doesn't even have openings. How can you have unusual openings? There are no openings. He seemed to only come on Wednesdays and be my first challenger. I thought it was intentional. Alright, guys. Getting out of the opening alive here with the 3 a.m. defense. Novelty was played on move 3, bishop d3. Playable. Sort of like bishop d3 against the French. Similar. He probably plays that, he or she. I mean, Ella is a feminine name. But I'm not sure. The internet, guys. We're not sure much of anything. But anyway, random player I challenged from the lobby. Fighting back, destroying their center. We got in c5, very vital move. Because if you see the position after move like 4, ta-da! Let me introduce you to white's advantage. It's sitting on d4. If we make chess about concepts rather than calculation, I think it becomes more doable. Not that calculation is a bad thing, but we're limited as human beings. You know, we can't do Stockfish's 20 move. Its evaluations are based on 20 plus move. This is an excellent move by white, by the way. Best. Neutralizing my bishop on b7. White is a little slow. Yeah, Ella Fitzgerald. But that's what I said. But it's a little bit passive for white here. Drifting passive. I gotta get warmed up for tomorrow night's 3+2 tournament. Hungarian All-Stars. Team that I'm a member of. So, another interesting move, Queen f3. There's also the c6 square. Believe in development. Now his queen side is still not developed. He or she. I just assume everybody's a male because women don't play much chess here unless they have 200 or more viewers. Unfortunately, not enough women in chess. Well, there should be more now. Women streamers seem to be cleaning up. Rook d1. What are we going to do? Very patient play by white, keeping the tension. Gotta admit. E6, bishop b7, queen b7. Is my knight on d6 a liability? And if it is, how much so? I think I can withstand it. Maybe they have a tactic. Bishop e6, bishop b7, queen b7. My knight on d6 gonna fall? I don't see it. I don't see how my knight on d6 is falling here. We're holding. We're equalizing. The fianchettoed knight, my favorite piece. Haven't had a fianchettoed knight since 1999 game against Gregory Serper. Not a fan of the fianchettoed knight. Queen b7, knight on b d7 to keep b5 under control, rather than knight on d b7. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe db7 is fine, because knight b5 can be met by a6. We've got to calculate a little bit here. db7, knight b5. There's also knight c4. The other knight move might just be better. It's a tough call with the knight moves. Either way, I get a fianchettoed knight. Yeah, but we're rocking and rolling now. Minority attack in action. I allowed knight b5, not a problem. Oh my god, that was protected. Wow. I didn't know the knight could take that way. Is that how it moves? Holy crap. I was like, wow. I literally thought I'm just putting my knight on c4, attacking the b2 square with impunity. With impudence. If I'm not careful, I could be slightly worse here. We got some stuff, but he's got the file. It's more double-edged than I had hoped. Give me rook d8 now. Giving me many gifts. This could be dangerous. $1,300 in classical. My bishop's better than the knight. Time to put the AC in. Wow, what? 92? Are you serious? In June, early June? That is global warming, my friends. That is freaking global warming for you. This minority attack has to happen. It must happen. Cracky crab. Cracky crab. So, you did it. Exploited the advantages of the minority attack. Snagged a pawn in the process. I don't know if my king move is really the best idea here. Not happy to trade my bishop. That's an active king. Give you that. He's gonna play like king d1. You can't do that. Don't tell me. So king f6, king c3, king e5, king b3, blah blah blah. So we just start going. I thought he was gonna run over to get my a pawn, but he has to keep these in check. He, whatever. So, we're making progress. Some value for our backward pawn. Value. Backward pawns provide very little in the way of value. Double pawns as well. Alright, let's just keep it simple. Coming over here. The protected pass pawn. Agnes Karyuski, welcome. We've got a lot of Pennsylvania representatives. We're gonna have to give up. You're gonna make me give up my precious protected pass pawn. Pre-moving expert. I am the pre-moving expert. That's me, Mr. Mouse. Tough game. Tough game. I don't think we're gonna see any. Has anybody followed me? I got lag here. How's my connection? Ping 266. That is high. That's way high for me. I'm usually around under 100. So I knew there was something weird going on. What's causing my lag here? I'm a little nervous because I updated Streamlabs OBS. They probably lag you until you install Streamlabs Prime or something. Seriously, why is my lag so high? 266. Okay, I closed Discord. It dropped like 100. That's interesting. Maybe just a coincidence. But I find closing any kind of apps definitely helps. Alright. D4, D5. Someone had played this previous to me. It's interesting. Bishop D3. Wow, E5 is a move. Peter was looking at this for a second. That's inspired. Is my lag back? Looks like our lag is back. 170. Something here with the Hungarian internet, I guess. C5 though. That's a cool idea. Not sure it's sound though. But that's interesting that that guy, the Nilsson guy or whatever. The move knight h6 has been known for a long time. But normally the plan is to play something like g6, bishop g7, f6, knight f7. My idea is playing d5. I'm not sure when I invented this. It was probably around the time when this guy, Jonas Lundvik, played it in 2005. Man, a man after my own heart. That's probably around the time when I sort of thought this up. I had a vision come to me in a dream about knight h6 being the new way in chess. So bishop d3. Sneakiest of snakes, rating with a party of 7. Very nice. Very nice. Sneaky snakes. The best kind of snakes. Welcome. Welcome. Inventing new chess ideas that come to me in dreams. I was not the originator of this. Anyway, guys, let's play some games. Sneaky of snakes, thank you. I've got really sick lag, though. Let me turn this engine off. Concerned about my internet connection. 126 is high. You'll drop the 5-minute for a little while. Mr. Coffee, what's that? In order to play me, you have to have 100 games and casual challenge. Sneakiest of Snakes, welcome. Thanks for the raid. We got Autophagist, and then a name I can't pronounce, from the Philippines. Both players legit with 100 games? No. The second guy does not. So we're going to decline that. As a new provisional account, I'm not going to accept your challenge. This one I will. No provisional, people, please. I earn myself a free follower. Experience. Doesn't take long to play underrated games. Maybe a day or two. Good things come to those who wait. That's a famous Chinese proverb. I just don't do trolls. I can ensure that I won't be trolled if I keep it to established accounts. Alright. E5. The Budapest Gambit. I was supposed to play unusual opening, so what can we do against the Budapest Gambit that's an unusual approach? What if we turn the Budapest Gambit into a gambit ourselves? There's no good way to do that here. There's really no way to play a gambit myself. Knight f3, pawn takes pawn a3, and then try to sack a pawn. I think I've played this once before. I don't want to play the Budapest main line because that's not an unusual opening. The theme of my stream for Wednesdays is to play unusual openings, so I'm trying to create something different. I like taking. Of course, I usually take. And I've had good results against that lately. Okay, now I've got something a little bit outside the normal scheme of things. I'm not a huge fan of playing the French type structures, so I prefer knight g5 in general. This puts pressure on the e4 pawn, which is somewhat overextended. But I mean, h6 is principled. I mean, maybe this is just a fine position for black. His pawn isn't truly overextended. His or her pawn is not truly overextended. In fact, it's a lot like I played a knight h6 again. Yeah, I mean, it's not that it's good, it's justified. e4 and h6 are justified. h6 kicks me off the pressurizing e4, so I'm not putting pressure on that. That extended pawn, it's not weak. The extended pawn is not overextended and weak. But it's still a close game. h6 is also useful in the sense that it stops me from putting pressure on d5. The d5 square here, because I do have the coordinates on, but I don't like this move. in general. But it may not be that bad again. It happens in the French all the time. Black seems to know what they're doing, though. Principal play. This is another new account, but he's got 410 games. I gotta draw the line somewhere. I hate playing constantly new accounts that were created 2 days ago. I like to play with people who I know who they are. They got a track record. But this person, still, I gotta draw the line at 100 games or something. The French is annoying, I agree. Well, I'm playing the French, essentially, here with white. Bishop d2, knight h6, allowing the double pawns is typical thing that happens in the advanced French, which is basically what this is. Black's played e4. Play the French defense. I hate the French defense. God, it's so closed. Alright, which way do I take back here? I think this way. Because we've got B file, B7 pawn. Actually, I had a game yesterday where that really annoyed me. There's also bishop a3. That's going to be a huge problem for black here, in fact. The biggest of problems. I expected c6. c6, cd5, b5, b takes, bishop takes b5 was possible, I guess. In either case, black's in trouble for bishop a3. His king isn't getting the castle kingside, and queenside castles is quite dangerous, obviously. Pawn looks amazing. Which one? This? Yeah, this is extremely dangerous for black. But there is no immediate win. Problem is the cd5, knight d5 gives him a blocker to put on b6. There's no rook sacrifice immediately. c5 might be a good move, surprisingly. It blocks my bishop, though. I could be very sorry that I did this if everything else doesn't work out. Not a move I would normally make ever with the bishop on a3. I don't know where you want him to castle. There was no other place to go, though. So it looks like this should be a winning position. I mean, there was no good place to go. The center is dangerous. He couldn't castle kingside, and kingside castles is like you say, sort of suicidal. But say I make one mistake and I play cd5 instead of c5, you know, and I give him the knight d5, knight b6 blocker. His position is probably playable. After c5, maybe he could try to evacuate. I don't think there's time, though. I mean, he's paralyzed. If he moves the knight, he loses a7. He loses a7. King b8. Maybe king b8 can survive. Oh, I have a nasty combination. Rook b7 check, king b7, bishop a6 check. Any move, bishop b5, and it's over. Oof. So I just sacked a rook there. I sacked the rook, play bishop a6 and bishop b5, and if king b7, queen a6 check. Mr. Coffee, what did you just say? You just said please mind the caps, folks? Moobot gets testy about caps. So he's trying to evacuate. Absolutely. That is a freaking brilliant move. Really annoying. Maybe he could have done this the previous move then. That sucks. That is a really, really frustrating move. I've got no mate. Stuck with this horrible bishop, and there's no way to checkmate him. Queen e6 is brilliant. Why couldn't he have played that before instead of a6, for example? He should evacuate immediately. Man, that's super annoying. I have literally no idea. Survived this technical ending. Finds the very best move there. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Not even sure if I have any advantage anymore. That's a pretty great defense by someone who was getting crushed. Rated 1900. Good job. He took the position where he was almost getting mated and saved himself completely. Another great move. His technique is like perfect. But then he made that move? Why? Played a perfect defense and then played rook a7 there. crazy. That bishop is just ill. Alright, we're making progress. Still, I don't know if I'm winning. He was down on time and low on position. But now, alright, the pawn is kind of pretty far advanced. Might fall. What a defender. From that position where he was getting hit by rook takes b7. Here, he defends this position with like only moves for 20 moves. I mean, from this point, king d7. I mean, if you go back to the previous move, queen e6 is where it starts. Only move. Only move. I had this move rook a7, but I was not confident about it. That's one of the moves that might have improved my chances. I didn't really see what my follow-up is after that, so I bailed out with this. Now black is slightly better. It's unbelievable. Tremendous defense by black. Take the pawn with the bishop instead of rook. It's very hard to say which is better. If you look, you know, the computer didn't know either. Learn 25. Alright. Normally I take subscriber challenges. We're not getting any, so we'll play who we get. Blobix, what's up, man? Thanks for being a subscriber. I don't what are you talking about? Thanks, Sneakiest of Snakes, for the raid. We could pass on the raid somehow later on. Did we get a second raid that I missed, that I didn't thank anybody for? Did I miss a raid or something? Let me know if I did. Bishop e2, unusual, quiet setup. Alright. Chess, unusual openings. Whatever. We'll just play. Yeah, I gotta be on the current position to make a move. That sucks, you know, by the way. Stupidest rule ever. You literally have to be on the current position to make a move. That's bogus. Let me make my move. If it's legal in the current position, the move I'm trying to make, I think that's the way it should be. If I'm living in another reality, that's my fault. I think that it should allow you to make a move. If legal in the current position. If you're trying to make it on a previous board. Why not? You might get a little confused. Okay, I understand. Autophagists, like, good defense, man. It's funny that I saw the right move, rook a7, but it was a little too precarious, and I didn't see a clear. I didn't see a clear, you know, win or anything, really. I did like the idea of, like, not allowing him to invade on the A file, but I didn't see really a continuation of my attack in either variation, so I decided I was a pawn up. We'll just suck it up. This stuff, man. This bishop e2. What is it? Bishop e2, basically playing like it's Philly door, but it's a Sicilian. So that's a lot of closed games to start the stream. Queen d2, 21-13. He's playing queen d2 in this position. You gotta wonder if he's just trolling me or he's made a mouse slip. None of the moves to d2 are very good. Knight d2 would be the most normal, of course. Yeah, I mean, I guess knight d2 is fine. Yeah, I guess knight d2 would be, in fact, a very normal move. But queen d2 and bishop d2. This is strange. I mean, if you're going to fianchetto on the queen side, I guess it's an idea. I wanted to play weird openings, but I forgot. e4, g6. That's not really weird. We can't play weird moves on the first move, though, necessarily. Like knight h6. I tried in the first game. But that's not really a legitimate opening. I'm trying to play legitimate openings here. We'll try next game for something fun. Gambits and whatnot. Some sort of unusual setup, I guess he likes with queen d2. But he has no time for b3. Assuming you're going to play b3, bishop e2, if you're going to play queen d2. So he's trying to do that here. It's reasonable. I could play queen a5. It's kind of a strange idea. This particular position. But yeah, it feels like it justifies queen d2. I guess we can play b4. Committal, though. It's a little committal. I'd rather not. I'd rather keep the tension in general. Wade has sort of a home office opening setup here. And that's his plan. To play b3. Right. This is what he wanted to do all along. We'll deal with that. Black has a space advantage, simply. White has some counterplay. The knight has to go. But I'm not sure I want to just exchange all his pieces off with knight d4 here. Black would be at least equal. We'd have a space advantage, but I think we should give consideration to knight e7. Yeah, I saw it. I'm lucky that you have a double pawn, that I'm even not lost immediately here. For one move, I try to avoid a drawish position, and immediately I'm lost. Or almost lost after knight takes c5. That is bizarre. Hopefully my space advantage will save me from being lost. Space advantage on the queen side. Now he has a space advantage in the center. I don't recall playing this player. It must have been a long time ago when I played them. Just lost. Can resign. Perfect game by white. Just lost in one move. I have to play knight d4 here. You go from slightly better to lost in one move, and you only have two choices. You can be lost or slightly better. I just didn't want to play this because it's very drawish. I'm just lost, immediately lost by force. It's unbelievable. And then he instantly plays the best move. Not this, which is like interesting. I might be able to survive here. But instantaneously knight c6 with an irremovable pass pawn on c6. That's hopeless. I'll never be able to win that pawn because of bishop f3. Zero chance for swindling this position. Perfect game by white. Man. Usually chess is more forgiving. If you make like one inaccuracy, you don't lose immediately. But here, there's nothing I can do. One mistake. Seriously. That's very rare. I mean, usually like one mistake or slightly worse. One mistake, I'm just busted. And two perfect moves and I resign, you know. I mean, I can play this out, but I mean, what am I going to do? What am I going to do here? I mean, I can't ever win this pawn. I can't go bishop a6, bishop e5, bishop d7. I can't even arrange a way to win that pawn. I'd have to sack the exchange, something like rook here, bishop f3, queen c7. This is my best defense, something like this. Literally. The best I could do would be just the clear exchange down with a hopelessly lost position. Okay. This is a guy who played queen d2 on move 6. Interesting. Hanish Berger. I assume that was the same guy who wanted to play with the other account. He came and logged on his other account. Okay, knight f3. c5. Maybe just a friend. I never knew the 6 queen d2 players to be so brutal, Mr. Coffee. That was his way of playing an unusual opening. So we had this the other day. This is quite a, I don't know why, but this variation is quite popular for black. Yeah, Blobix, that seems to be a ongoing problem. It's not fashionable to play perfect moves every game. But I don't think my last opponent was cheating. But addressing what Blobix said, I often have to face some very weird play in the opening at a very low level, and suddenly becomes my opponent is a GM. Yeah, I mean, that's something that's a giveaway. Like, if they're playing like they have no clue what they're doing in the opening, like they don't even know the most basic elements of chess theory, and then they're suddenly playing like a grandmaster, that's obviously not legit. This is a variation. Zoltan Medved played this against me years ago, but you're not supposed to play CD. You're supposed to play e4 immediately. I guess it's possible, but I think it's inaccurate to play c takes d. So d5 ef, d5 ef, dc, queen e7 check, I guess resigns, or no, I can play king d2 there. Never resign too early. Zen chess. Sick of the Grand Prix. You won't be sick of it for long. It's like Grandmaster Gormully wrote on Facebook last week. He was quitting online chess. He erased all of his accounts, and Danny Gormully, and he was like, "I'm never playing internet chess again." And then, like, today I woke up and he posted a game he played on lichess. People were like, "What? I thought you quit chess. I thought you quit online chess forever." He's like, "Oh, well, I had a friend make an account for me." The puncher, yeah. The puncher. Yeah, well, we all have our moments, Blavix. I wouldn't hold it against him. He's only mildly insane. But as am I, so. We all have our moments when we become unhinged. Some more than others. Blavix remembers all the good stories. But anyway, the point was, Zen Chess is saying he's going to quit the Grand Prix attack. Rehashing old chess scandals. Blavix specializing. Taking on e5 is not a good move here. I do not understand. I'm supposed to be playing unusual openings. I'm just going to have to do away with this concept because I can't remember to do it. Too interested in playing normal stuff. Now, we should leave the puncher to rest, I think. This looks like a really bad position for black. Well, it's something that you're not allowed to talk about. I just thought it's kind of bad taste this time. For reasons I can't explain. Queen g4, d5. Actually, that doesn't look that bad. So, knight takes e4. Central pawns are more important anyway, and I'm threatening knight d6 check. Mr. Coffee, you're just not up on your 10-year-old chess scandals. What are you thinking? How can you not be up to date? Stuff that happened in the last decade. Blavix is right on it. Heinisch Burger. I like burgers. So again, Queen G4 walks into a wheelhouse. Good God. Queen G4, D5 immediately lost. Oh, pickles. My son takes his hamburger pickles off and like gives them to someone else. I never liked it either when I was a kid. That's why I never liked McDonald's. They always put too many pickles. I'm getting over it now. It does seem weird to abandon the F-file with my rook in this position. But now black is fully cooked. Pickle with tea. Anyway, the point was, we often go back on the things that we're saying. You know, if Grandmaster Gormali can't stop himself from playing online chess, we're not surprised. If Zen Chess can't stop himself from playing the Grand Prix attack, you know, we won't be surprised. It's a very strong addiction. But I think there's hope for you. Maybe a 3-step, 10-step, what do they call it? 10-step program? 5-step? How many steps are in a step program? I never attended one myself. He lost his queen immediately. 10-step program, right? But for your edification, F5 is a good move. You know, this is a good system for black. 12-step. So that's, I can't remember, it's an odd number. Well, technically not odd, but odd. So you're not supposed to play CD here. You must play E4. E4. And now there are different variations. I've always played D5, I guess. But I suppose you can try knight E5. The first time I faced this was in like 2006 against Sultan Medved, and I was like, what is F5? And it had a really closed draw. I don't know about queenside castling. The main line goes something like this. D4, E4, D5, E takes F3, D takes C6, D takes C6, and there was a game, I thought there was a game between Basher and Aronian, with Aronian being white. Blobix, don't get started. Strange how these things, sort of cosmic connection between everything. Queen D8 check, King D8, Pawn F3. There's no game that I could see. If there was a Aronian versus Basher, it would be in there. Basher. They battled in similar positions, I guess. But not well handled. Okay, Blobix asked for mercy. Non-ging. Just challenged me to rated. If you could please make that casual. I've already been beaten once today. Another beating. Another bloody beating on the street. Alright, Blobix. Unusual openings. The Grobe. I won't risk the Grob against Blobix. No. Something a little more serious. Guys, please support the stream. I'm staying alive here. Bread and water. I need your support. But what can we do to make the Sicilian great again? Well, we'll play knight a3. The Zvygintsev. The anti-Blobix. Yeah, Astrobay has a 0-0-0 game against the. I had a good turn for it. I can't remember he had a really good word for his opponent's play. Lost the word. That's the Dreyev system with e6. I'm surprised. He offered a take back? What? Why are you asking for a take back? That's his nemesis? I'm trying to think of the word. I had a good adjective. Blobix took a take back and then maybe made the same move again. Alright then. Alright. Perfectly logical. Why are you taking back and then making the same move again? What the heck is going on around here? C3 would transpose to a normal C3 Sicilian. Blobby, what are you doing? Why the take back? Was that like a mouse slip or something? It must have been a mouse slip. Maybe he did a draw offer. He meant to do a draw offer. It was a really good joke. C3. Nothing wrong with C3, right? I'm trying to remember what Zvygintsev did. F4, D5, E5? That's really trashy. Knight F3 should be good. But it's not like you to play the French defense. Real Sicilian player plays Knight C6. It's too late for that. Okay, I don't know the theory here. It's really just one step closer to B3, Blobix. It's just one step more eccentric than B3, Knight A3. I think they're very, very closely related, actually. 2 B3 and 2 Knight A3. Fundamentally similar. But seriously, we have a bishop issue. Bishu. A bishu. I can't remember how the Dreyev game went, where he played black. I think it was only a draw, though. I think he played Zvygintsev in this. Yeah, I mean, C3 seems normal, but it's also kind of lame. I'm hoping for something like less lame, but it may not be available. Really not a lot of choices. D3. You could turn it into a King's Indian of sorts. I should play D3 and Queen D2 like the guy who vanquished me. We'll just play D3 and Queen D2 and then win in 19 moves. Queen E2. Now we're really getting weird. Specializing in lameness. Feel the Chigorin influence on my play. Practically the next Morozevich. We can still get a big clamp style setup. G3, C3, D3, bishop G2. It's not really a big clamp though. The big clamp is with F4. It's just a King's Indian attack. Zen chess, how about you? You like that systemic closed style King's Indian attack stuff? If you give up the Grand Prix, you're gonna switch over to the King's Indian attack, right? What do you play against the Caro Kann again, Zen chess? Remind me. Got him right where we want him now. You play E5 and H4. Who is it that plays the King's Indian attack? It's weird. Did you always play that? Why do I feel like you played... Why do I feel like it was you who played the King's Indian attack against me? Now Blobix is ready to strike. D4 is not really appropriate here with my knight on A3. Castles are D3. Maybe knight C2. Way behind on time. Did we ever have games in chess in the Caro Kann where you were playing like D3 against the Caro Kann? Who am I thinking of? Now Blobix turning into a Lopez. Pretty much a standard King's Indian attack. I start to like my position. At least I understand basically what I'm doing. What are you doing over there with H6? Ginger64. What is he doing with H6? I would go for it. Before it's too late. I think he's trying to play knight H7, knight G5 or something. I was just trying to think, it was someone of the better players who plays against me on the stream, Zen Chess, who had a bunch of games to King's Indian attack type setups. Thought it was you. Asterbait gifted a tier 1 sub to Ginger64. Thank you, man. Asterbait with 3 gift subs this week. Forgive my stuttering, but I'm not fully awake apparently. I knew you were going for knight H7. Blobby. What else can I do? He's got to play like it's the freaking Sveshnikov. Look at this. You know what? I'm very strongly tempted to play F4. But it may not really be a good idea. Turns the closest lane to the Sveshnikov. What if you played the Kalashnikov, Blobix? Have you tried that? Oh my god. D5. Totally missed it. That's not nice. So this pawn? You're gonna try to snuggle that pawn? The pawn snuggler. No, I know an opening for you, Blavix. You're French. You should play the Philidor. Philidor. Philidor nationalist. We have plans now. Big plans. Not nice. What a principled move. How dare you? Damn it. Forcing me to play more quickly than I would like. The knight on a3. He's very fast moving. Make his presence felt. It's difficult to puncture Blavix's position. This balloon in the center here. Classical center, hoping to perforate d5, but it wasn't so easy. Now he's got me rushed. Always rushing me. Polo is referred to as horse hockey. Croquet on horses. So, no threat there with that move, right? Ooh, his white squares are like... Illin. Those white squares. It's getting drafty in here. You feel a draft? Or is it just me? 92 degrees in central Pennsylvania. What? Just giving it to me? Free? Free nugget. Just gave me that. Alright, Mr. Coffee. He's going out to buy a fan or something. The white square is sort of melting down a bit. It's probably not the best move. It will do. I get it. He's starting to drift. 2 bishops and weaknesses, and a pawn up. His e-pawn is overextended. That's unfortunate. That was a good decision by Blobix. Damn it. A good freaking decision. Damn it. Oh, he found the best defense, it looks like. He's used to being down the exchange against me. It's no problem. We got him on the white squares. Alright, so the opening, Blobix, I just want to see if Queen E2 is even a move here. Is Knight F3 the best move? It is the best move, but it's not the most common. See, my instincts are right. The C3 is lamer than Knight F3. Stockfish agrees. The score is much better with Knight F3. It's just a more principled move. WJ Lou, thanks for the donation. We got a gift sub from Masturbate. WJ Lou for the donation, 200 bits. All the Pennsylvania people in the house. Mr. Coffee, WJ Loof, Agnes Kardewski. So, Knight F3 is good. Knight C6 is good. And then I came up with a theoretical novelty here. Yeah, I wasn't impressed by Bishop E5, but the engine likes that. I figure you could just play an energy to E7 with a good game. Aster, how do you feel about the mate in 1 here? How do you feel about our chances for a smothered mate with Knight D6? Is that worth going for? Would that be a wise decision? Are you irresistible? But okay, so I came up with a theoretical novelty for Queen E2. It looks like it's okay. I don't know why Stockfish says 0.0, yet it's like evaluating Bishop E7 as 0.4 for black. Blobix played one of the best moves. D6. G3. C3 and G3. Are we going to transpose to a normal King's Indian attack? We did. My experience, though, like, this setup is not that good in the closed Sicilian KIA for black. Because ultimately, white has this break with F4, F5, and you don't have as much counterplay. Like in a Fianchetto type King's Indian attack, you have B5, B4. But it's hard for black to generate counterplay. So Blobix went classical. Look at this. There's games from this position. Oh my god. Vashiev versus Grishuk. Naidich, Wojtaszek. Artemiev. Naidich again. Incredible. Blobix knows all. D3 or Knight C2. Apparently Knight C2 is more accurate. Oh, good game, Blobix. Looks like he was alright at one point. I let him off the hook. Here, he's slightly better after Knight H4. Yeah, I couldn't resist Knight F5. I thought you were going to play Bishop G5, man. Perhaps I underestimated Bishop takes G5. I didn't really consider that move hard. What are your thoughts about Bishop G5, Blobby? No problem at all, welcome. The Wolves in Upper Manitoba. Manitoba or Manitoba? D6 is solid. You're not in Manitoba, I assume. But wolves sound kind of Manitoba-y. Alright, this guy again with a rated. I don't do rated. Non-sequester. Zen chess is up. Alright, better buckle in. Another 2180. Oh my god, he's tough. It was not that difficult to puncture the Blavic center after d5. Okay, weird openings. Weird openings Wednesday. We've got an hour left, guys. Time for like maybe 5 or 6 games. 4 or 5 games, actually. Maybe not even that many, but 4 at least. Of the longer variety. Alright, Zen Chess, what should I do? Any suggestions? Requests? I'm going to play e5. You were afraid for the d5. What a classicist, Blavic says. You play the Sveshnikov and you're afraid for your d5. Can you believe him? Kind of Sveshnikov player. Fears for his d5 square. Unbelievable. I have an idea. Wait. Now that we're on the theme, of Chigorin and Queen E2. Everything is a King's Indian attack. Azerbaijan had a game like this, and when we analyzed it, I couldn't find anything for white. Like, basically, we couldn't find... We did it on the stream like 2 weeks ago, one of his games, and no matter what I tried, I couldn't find anything convincing. Remember? There's just no clear refutation of this, strangely enough. Bishop f6, I'm sorry, little Freudian information there. Bishop g5, you know, it looks like an obvious try. We're trying to like give mate on d8 or something. And I mean, f6 is possible. Frankly, I mean, f6 would really weaken my position a lot. So I prefer not to do that. I would assume there was something good here, but it's not that simple. Bishop f6, yeah, not an idea. Stuttering Wednesday. Thanks everybody for joining me. We've got challenges with Raz from Russia and Fernando. Pardon me, Ferrando. Ferrando. Not as common as Fernando. So Bishop d3. Very routine looking move. I compared this to the Simon Williams-esque, whatever it is, Lion's Jaw or whatever. You could try to do this sort of robotic knight d7, g5, knight f8, knight g6 against everything. I mean, you obviously have to take care when you play g5 that f5 could fall, ultimately, you know, leaving black strategically far gone. So I'm not necessarily in a hurry to play g5. I mean, what I'm doing is just a standard looking King's Indian type formation. Me on Twitch. Nice emote there. So, Padron and Tony, welcome. Good morning, afternoon, and good night. I feel like I need another coffee. Send me some Italian coffee. The h3. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, if he wants to go g4, that's his business. He'll have the same risks that I have involving, you know, the f4 square. The f4, f5 squares. Perhaps he's just worried about something coming to g4. This is a shocking move. No entiendo. Why would you do that? He's just completely changing plans midstream. And I don't know why. I wonder if it would be better to take with the bishop there. Positively changing plans. Absolutely positively. The leftorium. d5. I understand your intention. That move is consistent with giving up your dark square bishop, I guess. I can't say I saw the whole plan coming. This is kind of a tough decision. I'm going to play c5. I may be right or wrong about this. But that structure where he takes on c6 and I have to take with the pawn and he puts his bishop on c4, it's really irritating. So I'm just going to get out of here. Playing a King's Indian now. White has more or less given up his dark square bishop for nothing special. But he still has space with d5. Even his bad bishop isn't that bad. So I suppose, even after giving up his dark square bishop, his position is still quite okay. Knight a6, favorite move. I want to keep the queen here just in case. If he double attacks d6 with the two knights, I have rook d8. At the very least. I guess I could play more aggressive there. If you want to go queen g5 there. Speaking of queen g5. He's very weak on the dark squares. You like the Ili? More of a Labatsa guy. But both are very commonly seen in both Hungary and the United States now. My countries of residence. Formerly American residence. I don't really have an American residence anymore. Alright, knight f6. We're going for it. He's got knight b5. I have knight e8. So what? Go for it. Brutal. Direct. Merciless. The words that best describe Black's taking chances. Taking chances in this position. Taking. Check, check, check. We've got Zenchess, who's an e4 player, essentially playing the white side of a King's Indian defense. I don't think it's easy to make that transition. My knights move across the board quickly today. We had the a3 knight traveling to g4, and now the b8 knight on h5 before you can even blink. Knights in the fast lane. You're going for that. Me on Twitch subscribe to tier 1. Thank you for supporting the stream. This knight is a magical beast. It just got to f4. Direct flight to its best possible position. It's a harbinger of death. The harbinger of doom, devastation. But he's found this move, King H2. Damn it, Jerry. There's no way to finish him off. I don't have enough force. I'm just gonna have to take a timeout to defend. Sad but true. My rook would now really rather not be on d8. I still like black. Yeah, Robusta is the less refined coffee bean, right? The less subtle, tasty. Queen f3, defending in advance of my threats. Well, f5 is always an option here. But I don't want to end up... Bishop could enter the fray, in a way. And I'm not rhyming on purpose. Oh no. What is that about? What is that about? What are you doing? What is a6? Are you serial? It's like Connect 4. Wrong game. Probably I can take, and probably I should. But I feared a knight getting into a5. So, among other things. We'll seal it off. Take our chances here. What's this Rook E1 business? Oh, he's going to play Bishop F1. I understand. There it is. Secret move. This is truly like Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone. King G7. F G3. Bishop g4 and just move your queen somewhere? You can just do that? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to play this. This is so sick. I don't want to play this move. Good defense. I don't see it. I have the feeling that king g7 is good. I could have played something like g3, bishop g4. But I became paranoid that he could just like simply move away and not accept my sacrifice, and my knight is still trapped. So I opted to do h4. You're doing g3 anyway. Okay. That's weird. Maybe you can do what you want. Very surprising move. Doing g3 anyway. Would seem unnecessary. It's raining again? Oh no, I need to defend that. I forgot. Alright, I guess we need to defend that. Rook f1. Are you serious? Wow. Truly inspired. What? He put up a great show defensively. Even at the end, I wasn't sure I'm winning. Apparently I am. It's funny, a lot of times when you think, you know, you're just slightly better, you're completely winning. But is there any reason he has to play takes on h4 here? This is just ridiculous. You're basically holding this position defensively, and I can't break through. a6 was an amazing move. You know, I mean, I could spend like a minute thinking about whether it's better to push or take here, but I think I made the right decision. But I still think it's like a draw. Fundamentally, I can't break through. Hard to play such positions with very little time. Alright, thank you for that weird opening. Weird Philidor. Tried to play the King's Indian. My internet is better now. When I started the stream, I was really lagging. Let's give it a King's Gambit. I don't really know what I'm doing, guys. We'll just make it up as we go along. The Cunningham Gambit or whatever. Is that this variation or is that against knight f3? I'm never quite sure. I can castle there. I can play g3. Pawn takes pawn castles, right? He's like running away and hide. Run away and hide. If g5 h4, presumably strong. So we got the center. The goal of the King's Gambit is to undermine the black center. My king is stuck on f1. Alright. Guys, thanks for tuning into the stream. International Master William Pascal here with Ponda, our mascot. I'm playing the King's Gambit because it's Weird Openings Wednesday, and I like to play different stuff to keep it fun. So our king is on f1. Air holes. I'm not sure this is ever a great idea in e4, e5 openings. But it would be easy to get carried away here with white. This could be like a bloody loss of time. Bloody loss of time. Knight h4. How am I going to protect my d4 pawn? Fun Openings Wednesday. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for updating Moobot. Our new politically correct Fun Openings Wednesday. And when I win in less than 10 moves, it's fun-sized openings. But, no, I don't know. He's coming with knight c6, and he's going to put pressure on d4. When that happens, there's some issues here. g4, I can play it, but that also is not that simple. Weakening my king side significantly with g4. Bishop on g6, still annoying. Just trying to consolidate my center. I guess if knight c6 I can play bishop e3 if I have to. Just seems really weird and slow. Can I castle? Is this chess 960? I want a castle. g4, very loosening about my king side. Quite concerned about that. There's also the e file, but he has to be careful of that too, the f7 square. Queen d3. Maybe queen d3 isn't so stupid. There's no need to be paranoid. I mean, I can play rook d1. And I mean, this pin, big deal. Famous last words. Willage Lord. Will it opening? That's a new stream. This guy is just way too crazy with the time, man. 1567. You're making all your moves. You're like Asterbait. The Russian Asterbait. Basically. Am I going to get crushed here? He's a little too good for 1577, honestly. I'm kind of concerned at this point. He's used 11 seconds for his whole game. And he's 1567 in bullet. See, I think there he had a better move. Maybe that's a good move too. Bishop g6 is dangerous. This guy's 1500 in bullet. I don't think so. It's ridiculous. He's trying to undermine my center. I'm just getting crushed. Probably nearly lost now. Not interesting. Next game. That wasn't too dubious. 1500 bullet player plays the whole game in 20 seconds against me. It's ridiculous. I mean, what are you thinking? Five inaccuracies. That'd be fine if you were a master, but it's not okay if you're lichess. Bullet rating is 1500. You know, I mean, this is just totally. You're 1500 in bullet, but 2100 in puzzles. Whatever. Doesn't look legit to me. Too many people like this lately. They don't make any kind of... It's hard to believe he has 5 inaccuracies, actually. They're constantly around 20 cent upon loss. Only making inaccuracies. I would be completely okay with this if the guy was like 2200. But this is ridiculous. Okay? You're obviously cheating if you are 1800 in blitz. You can play the whole game in 30 seconds without making more than an accuracy. It's ridiculous. There's just more and more of this going on. Again, if he was like 2100, I would completely accept it as a legitimate game. But that doesn't make sense. If this guy that I'm playing now is 2200, played like that, okay, you know, I accept that. But I don't accept someone who's 1500 in bullet playing a 30-second game against me, where he makes only inaccuracies. They're getting better and better at cheating. Alright, Ferrando. Hopefully a legitimate player. Reigning again for the 5th day in a row here. Ferrando, sorry for clicking on your account. No, I think the normal like cent upon loss for someone who's 1800 should be around 50, especially in a King's Gambit. type position. I'm not interested in wasting my time. I wouldn't normally resign there just yet. I'm basically losing a pawn. But it's very disturbing. The people cheat here. Disheartening. To some degree. Obviously not cheating every move. Using engines to enhance their play. Okay, the Owen defense, b6. I mean, I accept that if I play like 50 games with you guys for 1700, once in a while you're going to play a really good game and probably play 20 cent pawn loss or something, but the first game you ever played with me in a very sharp opening, you come out like not making a single mistake. That's not likely. Okay, this is a 2200. Knight of 6 is correct. I had a game like this the other day. Someone played d5 against me. But I think now he's actually worse. This is one of Asturbate's favorite mistakes in the Owen, to allow e5 powerfully in a position where you really shouldn't allow it. It's not like black is lost here, but it should be better for white. No, I mean 20 cent pawn is rare for me. You know, 1 in maybe 5 games I play that well. But in a King's Gambit, you know, I'm sorry. If it was like the symmetrical English or something, I would accept it. He didn't even play a great variation, but it's good enough for equality. Wow. I almost have to play like c4 now. No, maybe not. I don't want to lose my center though. This is just very strong idea. Here we go. I was terrified of g4. This is probably not bad for black. But I was way more scared of the other move. Because we have time for 2 more games, maybe 1 or 2 more games after this. I think he missed a crushing shot there. I mean, g4, cd5, gf. And if queen f3, knight d4. And I'm like, maybe it's not that bad. g4, cd, gf, queen f3, knight d4, queen h5. Maybe it's not that bad, but it looks like black's very, very active there, honestly. Here, at least, I can negate the bishop on b7. Let me guess. You're going to castle queenside. Possible piece sacrifices with knight d5. That's funny. Funny, haha. He's just so fast, I don't know. Today he's 9-1. That's a pretty dominant score there. Bishop e2, pawn c7. Bishop d1, pawn d8, check, rook takes, so it looks like an equal endgame. Seems like a valid piece sacrifice. Maybe not. Just sort of intuitive. Strong bullet player, 2134. Well, I don't know what a strong bullet player is. I see a lot of people who are like 2500. Decided to go for this variation. That was definitely not what I expected. I thought he would play queen c6, saving his bishop. Then I move the queen. Maybe queen b7, actually. There was some danger no matter what he did. This is definitely not what I expected. He dropped a piece. Just playing too fast. I mean, he should be better not losing. Just extremely bad evaluation by me. I thought I was winning a piece. Wow, okay. Never mind, I take that back. I thought I was winning a piece. What an idiot I am. Surprising, you know. Actually, I don't know why it's surprising. Reasonable line. Black has at least a draw here. Bishop f3. Rook e8, pawn f3. Equal material. Rook n6 against rook n6. Very strange. I am in bullet. But not everybody's good at bullet. I certainly am the poster child for that theory. Check. Interesting. That's an excellent move by Black. He's got very good technique. This is a risky move. Now he's just sort of freaking out. I don't know if I can win, but I shouldn't be losing. He needs to get back to stop that pawn now before it's too late. It's practically too late already, isn't it? Yeah, he's got time. I could have played h7 there, but I guess it doesn't make a difference. Not good endgame technique by Black. But I really much doubt that my knight d5 sacrifice was sound previously. Much doubt. But he didn't have to lose descending. I mean, clearly. He just went crazy with c4. It's probably an easy draw. It's just a draw. I mean, CB. This is a relatively simple draw. And the computer is thinking c4 is good. What's up with that? c4, rook c5, c3. That doesn't work. So he has d6. Well, I get it, of course. Now here. But I'm not sure what's going on here. Wow. I thought I'd have time to move my own pawns. It doesn't work. Now he goes rook b1. He's better. I don't know if this is a win or not. It does look pretty bad, though. These two pawns. Peter's claiming this is a draw. He has king takes c7, so it's possible he was actually winning with c4. Rook c5. Man, the engine cannot figure this position out. It's that complicated. It is that complicated. d6, rook c6, d5, rook d6. Rook d1, rook c6. probably is a draw, ironically. That's a funny position. Yeah, he's not winning. It's a draw. But the opening, when he played this g5, this is an awesome move. This is an awesome move, I think. Stockfish is really out of it today. Has no freaking clue. So, I took here, but c4, g4. I should have played this first. I was afraid of the same line though. Here, here, here. Computer is suggesting knight e1 there. gf3, queen f3, this kind of thing, like knight takes d4. I don't know where I am. Looks exceedingly dangerous. This is basically what I was thinking. Super complicated. Anyway, guys, good game. Lots of mistakes, but it was interesting. Yeah, that's the thing about g5 that's so smart. I wonder if my move is a mistake to play e5 here. Only one player played e5. Computer claims it's the best. Milko Popchev is 2284. Can you say sandbagging? 2284. 50-year-old GM. Are you kidding me? So, wow, knight d5, c4. This is good to know. I have to play c4, of course. And now this. Asterbait will have to remember this for next time. This changes the whole game. I was swindled. c3 is a bad move. Too slow. I felt it's too slow. You mean Ricky Schroeder? Asterbait wants me to raid Ricky Schroeder. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to raid Ricky Schroeder. As much as you like 80s TV programming, he's not an enemy. I just think he looks like Ricky Schroeder. I would prefer to raid the Romanian GM team if I have a choice. They've been kind to me, you know. Ricky Schroeder, I don't know from Adam. Alright, anyway. We've got two more. We got at least one more game, guys. Let's get another challenge out there. Nobody even knows who Ricky Schroeder is anymore. Silver spoons, Mr. Coffee. I can't believe your lack of 80s, 70s, 80s television knowledge. You're probably too young. Oh no, the Lemonade Master. Could somebody else challenge me? Alright. I remember all the best TV shows. I thought you guys in Greece were up on the Western media. I know this Greek woman who lives in Hungary, and she's like the same age as me. She's half Greek, half Hungarian, and she likes all the same music that I like from the United States, from the West. It's not like some countries, you know, in the Iron Curtain where everything was sort of like they just discovered Coca-Cola in the 80s. Greece seems to be pretty knowledgeable about Western media. They have good taste in music. They know our old TV shows. To some degree, right? I can't believe, Mr. Coffee, you could forgot about Ricky Schroeder. Alright, what do we got here? Coca-Cola probably existed in Greece since its inception. Knight f3, knight f6. Here, e5. It was like a big deal probably in Hungary and Romania to get your hands on a Coca-Cola. What is my strongest opening? Probably the Sicilian defense. Socrates. We're influenced by the Greeks. It's all relative. It's okay. We're old. We're just old. It's not about what country we're from, Jim. We're older than you, I guess. Last time I tried to do something like d5, I got my head handed to me. Why doesn't d5 work? Remember I had a game with Imre, Barty, Imre. Just Barty, Imre. I tried to do this early on. No, I was just thinking about that show when I saw that guy streaming for certain reasons. But masturbate is eons old. I think he's 49 forever. I think I'm 39 forever. I don't know. This is a sound opening for black, obviously. Completely normal. Completely normal. Don't reveal your real age on the stream. No need for that. Yeah, the 80s were... 80s were a good time. D6. Of course, what other move is there? What other move is there here? I have no clue how to bust this. I have no clue. Do you have cable, Mr. Coffee? Television will be defunct soon, I imagine. Is bishop b5 check doing anything for me? I guess I have e6. Some sort of attempt at killing him directly. Try to kill him directly. Izod. Izod was big in the 80s, especially. This looks like a good position to really take a deep think. King d7. After king d7, I should be finding mate in 9 for white. Yeah, cable is brutal. It's just ridiculous. But they try to force you to have TV. You know, you just want to have internet. I mean, I'm talking about American companies like Comcast. You just want internet, but they force you to have television. That's democratic. Knight G5 check. I guess it's a move. I don't know if it's a good move. But this was unexpected. I expected King G8. Queen F3. But I mean, there's actually quite an interesting situation here. I'm not sure I'm even winning. If Queen F3, Bishop A6, Queen F7 check. How do I actually win? It's like Lemonade Master is trolling me. He enjoys this. Well, I have nothing clear here, so I'm just gonna make a routine move. Yeah, no, I mean, it's American cable. Of course, I no longer live in the United States, but if I did, don't ask me what's going on. Seems that Lemonade Master just enjoys trolling me. But I won't play that game forever. Check. You can play like the most absurd opening you want to play, and I still can't beat you. But you did let me win one game, which was nice. But I have to go anyway, guys. You can challenge me on Friday, Vishnu. That's fine. 93 games. Lemonade Master's thinking in this position. Thinking. In this position, you need to think. That's weird. Basically, Queen B8. Is that a consideration? You're deeply in thought about Queen B8. Maybe the mobilizing Queen C8, or the only kind of sensible move in Queen D7. Strange position to start thinking, you know. No? I don't know. I don't know, Lemonade Master. Your play gets a little more sketchy every game. I don't like getting trolled. I'm not sure white is even better here. I might be losing. Alright, I'm just gonna resign. I'm not gonna do this anymore. Whoops. We're not gonna be playing Lemonade Master any more games. I'm not interested. We'll take one more challenge. I don't want to get trolled anymore. You're banned from playing. I think it's someone. But it doesn't matter. I'm just not going to be trolled by people on my own stream. Let's get one more challenge. It's like all of his games mock the opponent. I don't understand either, but I don't want to play you anymore. That much I know. I don't know what your game is or what you're trying to prove or what you're trying to do. But I'm not interested. Contrived. That's what the word is. I realize now. Every game that he plays, it's like something weird and contrived about his play. It's almost like an attempt to make it strange and troll the play, troll the player. It's really enough. Can we get one more challenge? Like intentionally playing bad moves and showing that I can't beat you even when you play bad moves. That's what I told you before. I don't want to see anymore. And you continue to do it. And I don't know what your game is, whether you're using assistance or how you manage to play like that and never, barely lose a single game. But it's enough, and I don't really want it anymore. Contrived. I was trying to think of that all stream. Every game he plays, it's like he's contriving to play, this wholly made up variation of chess that's not even human. It's not even close. The last game against me the other day was extremely weird in the tournament yesterday. DK Guy, thanks for subscribing. Just not going to go into it anymore. I just can't come up with a better explanation. But it's not real, made up. What's the definition of contrived? Artificially, something that's like artificially made up. What about our ultimate troll? What about him? Yeah, I've had enough of Lemonade Master. I'm not going to do that anymore. The game yesterday was weird enough, but they just keep getting weirder and weirder. He'd have to be like extremely strong to play like that and get away with it, but he doesn't know any opening theory, even like 5 moves, which is almost like, impossible, first of all. It's just too sketchy. I'm not going to ban him from the stream, but I don't want to talk about it now. I don't want to play him anymore. Contrived. Obviously planned or calculated. Not spontaneous or natural. Exactly. That's what he's doing. Every single game. To try to make this weird show about his play. It's extremely unnatural. So Rook B8, I guess, is theory from Newbie. I gotta go. Bob was here the other day. Bob was here yesterday for a visit. I'm staying a little bit over. I'm supposed to finish the stream at 1:30. But because the last game pissed me off, you think for 2 minutes and then purposely play a bad move. I don't accept that, you know. That's called handicapping yourself on purpose, trying to troll me. I don't know what it is, you know, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Try to play moves that are just funny for the sake of being funny. Yeah, I should have banned him. I think I did ban MDK, and I was on the right track then. But you got to give people a second chance sometimes. He's back to where he was. Slowly going back to the same thing again. You know, possibly he's completely, you know, completely innocent. There's at least a 1% chance that he's completely innocent. And a 95% chance that he's just manipulating everything. But I don't know. Not my problem anymore. B6. Right. Yeah, I mean, it was suspicious from the beginning. It's not like I just had this idea this minute, you know. This is the 5th game I played with him. All of them are super weird and unnatural, not human-like play. It's almost like he's using an engine but trying to dumb it down by intentionally making bad moves. So the show is over with Queen B8. Like, how weak a move can I play without losing? Just to be funny. And my gut is usually right about 90% of the time. I will not be made a mockery of. So, we're better here. Karpovian prophylactic play. Black's a little passive. Not lost, but I don't know where we left book here. I mean, A6 is... It looks like Rook B8, A6, Rook B8 is normal. I think I actually played a game like this years ago with Black. DK Guy, you might have played a game like this. Several players here. This I consider to be a main line. DK, did you play this? Queen E3 or Queen E2? Or D4? Lemonade Master would lose to Acerbate by playing Queen D4 in this position, for example. But anyway, enough of that triviality. Fun Wednesday. Yeah, we're having fun now. Roisting. Roisting? Is that a word? Roisting the trolls. Will not be trolled, no matter how subtly. I refuse to be trolled. You had a second chance. I try to be fun, but I won't tolerate any suspicion of cheating or trolling. Zero tolerance policy. One guy came on today and asked me why do I ask people to have 100 rated games? We'd be like that every game. The word of the day is contrived. Sorry you couldn't play, DK Guy. So I've looked at our game from yesterday, right? You just blundered. If you play even like bishop e2, you're fine. But it's better to play queen d2 than a3. Although a3 has been played before. This is DK Guy's game from yesterday's Blitz tournament I'm talking about. We had an interesting battle. So f4, do I really want to do this? Keeping control of the focal point on d5. So what's your quote, Acerbate? Chess? Chess players are hardly having any friends. Well, that's kind of a generalization. Chess players are known to be socially awkward types. That will change with the advent of Maurice Ashley's new scoring system. I can mock others, just don't mock me. Change the chess world. I don't see a problem here. But it's typical, like, Marazzi problem. You know, he's got this frontal backwardness on the open files. It's hard to make it work. You really have to almost play perfectly. Well, obviously, you just blundered in our game, DK Guy. It's good to know you occasionally blunder. And not on purpose. Like some people who have to blunder purposely to deflect suspicion. Purposeful blunders. Deflecting suspicion. Well, that's kind of a disturbing move I don't really like, honestly. I don't like that move. Why are you trying to hurt me, newbie? It's my son's favorite word. Noob. It's constantly calling me a noob. Undeveloping. Doesn't seem like a great idea. What the hell should I do here? And I don't know. White's probably winning, but we have to be quite careful. Got rook e8 with tempo. Which rook? Good practical defense by newbie. Once I get the magic queen trade, My opponent's days are numbered. My favorite theme, trading of queens. This better work. He's got blitzing. Blitzing technique. Oops. He has that move. It's fortunate he didn't play 95. It looks like he really just had enough there. Man, he was like perpetuating my rook. Does he just have a draw? For sure. After knight f7. Two pawns up. Maybe I can just sack the exchange. I was looking for ways to sack the exchange. After knight f7. I was going to play bishop c7. Worst comes to worst. Bishop c7, knight d6, bishop d6. I mean, basically after rook c6, knight e5, I don't have another choice, right? Unless you want to trade rooks. Rook c6, knight e5, rook e6, rook e6, knight e6, rook b6, knight g7, king g7, I'm down a piece. Can't do that. I can give the exchange here with bishop c7, knight d6, bishop d6. But black's fine. It's two pawns for the exchange. I have to play bishop c7. This is my only move to play for a win. But I don't think I'm really better here. You know, now you're completely saving the game. That's it. I just, one move, blundered it. It's funny though, he has compensation even back here. Clear pawn down. And I'm still not necessarily winning. Clear pawn down. Yeah, he actually had knight b4, which I saw. I didn't think that was a big deal though. It's gonna knock out my pawn chain. But I played this move, taking into the precipice of death. So I have to find the sick move, rook d5, which I would never find except in a long game to have a slight edge. Trolling is not chess. Absolutely. Alright guys, we're going to be back tomorrow night. I just want to remind everyone that I'm going to be playing in the Hungarian All-Stars 3+2 arena on Thursday night. So we have a mixed stream, an hour and a half of game analysis submitted by the subscribers, and 2 hours of 3+2 arena watching me suffer. But we'll try to keep it entertaining with light commentary. I think the Hungarian viewers were amused by how much I talk while I'm playing. Maybe incessant talking they don't see, usually the quiet streamers. Okay guys, Thursday, subscriber stream plus 3+2 arena to watch the master suffer. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't troll the stream. Bye bye. Bye bye guys. Take care.